Hi, I'm Peace Corps, and I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about the problems that we've been seeing on the news lately with the town hall meetings. You know, those meetings where our representatives are coming home and wanting to inform us about how good this health care plan is and how everybody's going to benefit. And they've been meeting nothing but opposition. It seems like in every town hall. I haven't seen one on the news yet where there hasn't been some sort of a protest. I wonder why this is. If you've also been watching the news, you've heard from the Democrats themselves and from their lackey media that these protests are manufactured, that it's an astroturf grassroots movement, that these people are being paid or being organized by the Republican Party, by special interest groups, by the medical lobby, to show up at these meetings. Why there have been accusations that they've even been bussed in from distant areas to show up at these town hall meetings and complain. Well, I'm here to tell you today that they're lying to you. I have proof they're lying to you. I can prove that the Democrats and the media are telling lies to you. How can I tell you this? Well, first of all, I'm part of that grassroots movement. Although I'm a registered Republican, I don't agree with the Republicans. I didn't agree with Bush for a long time. I certainly don't agree with Obama. I voted for Ron Paul, if that would tell you anything at all. But I've attended tea parties. I've attended town hall meetings. And I can tell you that I am going because I believe that this government is taking us in the wrong direction. Just me. And most of those other people there, if you look at the news, if you look at the media, if you look at the faces in these crowds, you're not going to see anybody bust in. Let me ask you a question. Has the media ever interviewed any of these protesters during the filming of these protests? I haven't seen any interviews yet. I can guarantee you that if they did interview some of these people, you would find out that these are just everyday people. These are people that normally don't even get out of the house. These are people that don't want to get involved in a lot of these things. These are people who believe in just staying home and watching TV and minding their own business. But for some reason, this healthcare system, this healthcare plan has got these people fired up enough to get them out of their homes, to get them off their sofas, to get them away from their TVs, and to show up to let their represented officials know just how they feel. This isn't organized by anybody. Matter of fact, I rescind that statement. These movements, these town hall meetings, these people showing up have been organized. You know who's organized them? President Obama has organized them. Nancy Pelosi has organized them. Congress has organized them. You know how that is? Because we sit and we watch TV and we watch this bill get rammed through Congress and the Senate. We watch people tell us right there on the news, I didn't read the bill, there's just too many pages to read. I'm not going to read it, we're just going to approve it. I've watched Obama say he wanted transparency in government, and then I've watched Congress work behind closed doors. I've watched Obama talk about bipartisanship and then watched the Democrats deliberately leave the Republicans out of the voting system. All of this is irritating us. We don't need any organizing group to put us together and bring us to these things. We have the internet, which I really think I'm speaking on right now. And do you realize that the media used to control the news? The media used to say whatever we put on TV is what people are going to know. But not anymore. With the internet, with the World Wide Web, with things like YouTube, it lets all of us have a voice. And I'm telling you right now, there is no organization in these town hall meetings. We're just mad as hell, and we're not going to take it anymore. And we want you to know that the president is lying, the Democratic Party is lying, the media is lying when they tell you that we are organized. We are not. This is truly a grassroots movement. I am part of it. I have never been contacted by a special interest group. I have never been contacted by the Republican Party to take part in these things. I go because I am a patriot, because I believe in the Constitution. And I believe right now that this government is walking all over the Constitution. I believe in a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. I don't believe in a government where the government takes care of all of us. And to tell you the truth, looking at this health care bill and looking at the thing for elder people and elder care, it frightens me. It really does. That's why you'll see a lot of older people in these town hall meetings protesting. We don't want the quality of our health care to go down as we get older. The president thinks that old people should just take it, that we should just give up. Hey, we're old, we're getting older, we're going to get sick, we're going to have more problems. We should just give it up because the younger people need the health care. The single payer thing, the media and the Democrats accuse us of taking little film snippets of Obama in the past and saying what he's for. Well, if you'll research those film clippets, you'll find out that President Obama did say these things back then. We're going to hold his feet to the fire. We're going to hold all of these people's feet to the fire. We're not going to take this anymore. This is a grassroots movement. It's not organized by anybody. The Democrats and the media are lying to you. And it's about time you opened your eyes and started listening to people like me that are telling you the truth. I'm not saying that the health care thing is totally bad. I'm saying, first of all, that our representatives should read the bill. Our representatives should look at it closer. Our representatives shouldn't vote for anything just because somebody hands them a 1,000+ page document and says, trust us, it's good for the country. And like somebody has said at the town hall meeting, these people can't even run the Cash for Clunkers program. How are they going to run nationwide health care? This is just me, Peace Corps. Just a plain, ordinary guy. Just somebody who is going to be on the independent platform really soon because we're fed up with the Republicans too. We're not pushing the Republican agenda. We're not pushing any agenda except following the Constitution. Make this a government of, by, and for the people. Listen to the people. Don't go thinking you know better than we do. We are the bosses of our representatives. We voted them into office. They should be listening to us, and they're not. And these protests are going to continue, and the media is going to continue to lie, and the Democrats are going to continue to lie. Has anybody ever asked the Democrats about ACORN? Talk about organizing. Have you ever seen when there's something that the Democrats want pushed? ACORN will be bussing people in openly to protest these things and to bring up signs and everything else like that. Barack Obama was a community organizer, and he still is. If you want to see organization and protest and rallies and everything, look no further than the Democratic Party. They're the ones doing the organizing and the demonstrating. This is a grassroots movement. We are all patriots out here. You have woken up a sleeping giant. You have gotten people off their sofas and away from their TVs that would rather not have anything to do with all of this. But you've made them so mad that they are getting out. And they are protesting and they are rallying. And it's going to continue. And you're not going to shut us up. That's just the way it is. So I would tell our representatives out there that in 2010 there's elections coming up. And you know all those angry people shouting at you in these town hall meetings? They're going to be at the polls. And they're going to be voting. And I don't think they're going to be voting for you. So unless you start listening to the people, unless you start listening to the heartbeat of America instead of the special interest groups, then you're going to be out of office real soon. We're going to make sure of that. Now, I can't say anything more. This is plain as can be. But it's just me and several million more who are going to be riding your backs until you start listening to us. And I'll see you in Washington, D.C. on September the 12th for the We the People March. And if you think the town hall meetings have been something, wait till September the 12th. You're really going to see a demonstration in progress. And yes, we're going to be bussed in and trained in and flown in from all over the United States. And we're going to show Washington, D.C. up close how we feel about what's going on. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.